There was a time when the dawn of the 4th of July carried a weight far heavier than the heat of the summer sun. It was a morning that began in the hushed reverence of a ritual. Long before the first charcoal was lit, or the first fireworks streaked the sky, there was a stillness, a collective intake of breath, across every porch in the county. We didn't just celebrate a holiday, we honored a heartbeat. It was the scent of ironed cotton shirts, the rhythmic thwack of a wooden screen door, and the quiet dignity of a flag unfurling against a backdrop of endless blue. To look at the stars and stripes back then was to see the faces of our fathers and the dreams of our children, woven into a single piece of bunting. Arthur stood on the porch, his movements slow and deliberate, a silent prayer in every gesture. Beside him was Jimmy, his grandson, whose eyes were wide with the gravity of the moment.
There you go. Nice
Steady
and tight.
now,
We want it to last
Jim,
all day.
Arthur would whisper,
It looks great,
his voice a
doesn't
low
it?
gravel of
Are we
kindness.
gonna win first prize?
Together, they performed the liturgy of the morning. Jimmy held the end of the flag, keeping it from touching the porch floor, as if it were spun from glass. Then came the bicycle, a chrome-framed chariot of childhood. They spent an hour weaving crepe paper through the spokes,
The Sultan Wadi.
red, white, and blue ribbons that would soon hum a frantic, celebratory tune against the wind.
The Sultan Wadi.
In those moments, Arthur wasn't just decorating a bike. He was tethering the boy to a legacy of belonging. By 10 o'clock, Main Street had transformed into a cathedral of community. There were no strangers here, only neighbors whose histories were intertwined like the roots of the ancient oaks lining the sidewalk. You knew the postman by his gait, even when he traded his blue uniform for the brass buttons of the American Legion. Then, the sound would arrive. The distant, rhythmic, boom thump of the high school marching band. It was a sound you felt in your marrow before you heard it with your ears. The trumpets blared with a joyful imperfection, and the majorettes twirled batons that caught the sun like fallen stars. The air was a thick perfume of popcorn, diesel exhaust from the decorated tractors, and the sweet, melting sugar of a strawberry popsicle. Today, the 4th often feels like a sequence of scheduled events, captured through the cold glass of a smartphone. We watch the fireworks through a screen, distracted by the glare of a digital world that moves too fast to feel the weight of a hand on a shoulder. We have traded the intimacy of the parade route, where we knew every face and every story, for a global noise that leaves us feeling curiously alone. The main streets of our hearts have grown quiet, replaced by the convenience of the doorstep and the isolation of the backyard fence. We have gained the world at the touch of a button, but sometimes, in the quiet of a July evening, we realize we have lost the melody of the neighborhood. But memory is a stubborn thing. It lives in the way you still feel the vibration of a drum roll in your chest, or the way the smell of a charcoal grill transports you back
It
to
reminds me of the
1958.
dress you wore to the
We invite you
fiesta.
now to open your own golden vault.
After all
Tell us about your
I
4th of
forget.
July. Did you ride a decorated bike through the heart of town? Do you remember the name of the neighbor who always sat in the same lawn chair? Share your stories in the comments below. Let us rebuild that main street together, one memory at a time. For as long as we remember, those days are never truly gone.